Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
Today we're having a look at the Jack Daniel's Bonded.
Alrighty, so today Jack Daniel's. We've historically been like relatively into Jack Daniel's, not like as a nice neat sipper, but it's always good in summer, particularly with like Coke or on icing.
Yeah.
It's alright. But
And some of the releases are pretty nice, like the single barrel.
The single barrel's alright. But one thing we've always said is it'd be cool to see what they do at a much higher proof, because it's like with Johnny Walker, how it's like you never really see anything above like 43% from.
Yeah, they always play it safe.
They're just so mass marketed that like they just sell so much that they just spread it as thin as they can get it. Now, this one's bottle and bond. So, bottle and bond essentially is a legal designation, a set of criteria that American law requires you to meet to be able to be called bottle and bond. Essentially, it's distilled by a single distiller during a single season of distilling season, matured in a government bonded warehouse for at least 4 years. It has to be minimum of 4 years old and 100 proof.
Yep.
So 50%. That's a damn strict set of criteria. It's interesting to see a very, very large distillery that normally sits at the 40 to 43% safe zone to get maximum profit, do something that is a bit more tailored to like whiskey enthusiasts. So I'm interested to see how it tastes.
It does smell like Jack.
It does. It's got that like
banana.
wood varnish,
Banana,
sickly sweet.
Yeah, the sugar banana things.
The weird musky ones that we have here.
Yeah.
What's it called though? The Lincoln County process, that maple wood. It has that maple like almost.
That's the charcoal filtering.
Yeah. It's almost got like that kind of, what's it called? Canadian.
Yeah.
Like maple sweetness to it. But a lot more barrel, like a lot more oak. Like there's a lot more char, like bitter char, not just like that maple wood char.
There is a hell of a lot of
peanuts.
sweetness on it though.
And peanuts. It's like a salted kind of like peanut dessert.
There's a lot of sweetness. It's
There's
more
a lot of sweetness to it.
Artificial sweetness rather than like fruit sweetness.
I'm getting like salted peanuts like on some sort of like dessert.
There is a lot of heavy peanut note. What just happened? Do we know if this is the number 7 recipe?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Is that the 80? Was it 80
That's
corn,
just their
12 malted barley and 8% rye? I think that's the same as the number 7.
I'd be interested to compare the bonded to like the baseline.
I still got like a sore throat. We tried tasting it. Oh, I inhaled it. It's much more stringent
and peanutty. It's
very dry peanuts. It's not as sweet as the nose would suggest at all.
Yeah.
It's got sweetness to it, but it's not the same. Like it's not like that sickly sweet syrup that you get with the regular old number 7, the black label.
How would you describe that?
I don't know. It's got a very varnishy kind of alcohol, but like a rubbing alcohol kind of like finish to it. It's got like a clingy spikiness to it. I don't really know how to put it.
I think it's just that, you know how actually like dried peanuts, they have the same kind of effect. They suck all the moisture out your mouth.
It's definitely dry.
It's like that.
But it's got a weird kind of chemically burn to it. It keeps sitting around.
Go back to the nose now as well. That's also, that chemicaliness is coming through more.
The flavor up front is nice. It's got like that more cherry, woody sweetness, but then it all of that kind of disappears and you get just a lot of barrel char.
It's like the Old Forester 1870, like cherry up front, but then it just kind of falls flat and it's very bitter.
It's got a lot of weird bitterness to it. Yeah, it's like when you bite into like through a cherry and you get the pip and it's like just like that bitterness or something. Like, I don't know. It's got a lot of that pithy kind of like bitterness to it. I don't know. It's weird. It's got like a bit of an orange essential oil to it as well. I don't know.
Knows it now with orange in your mind.
Yeah, like it's when you get the slow and low cocktail, the whiskey cocktail. It's kind of got like that like old fashioned-y kind of like too much bitters added to an old fashioned kind of thing. So it's got like the orange and stuff and the whiskey, but it's got a weird finish. I don't know how to put it.
Do we know what the DSP-TN-1 is? Is that the warehouse that it's?
Probably.
I mean,
Someone else knows.
it's on the
Yeah,
cork and on the bottle, so
yeah, it's enough branding to warrant. Yeah, no, it's a lot more just bourbon-y than like the typical Tennessee whiskey that you think of with Jack. It's very different from the normal Jack.
I reckon we should compare this with the Gentleman Jack, mainly because we've got more of that. But as we've said, the baseline's a bit more sweet. This one's more...
Gentleman Jack's also like very popular as well.
And it's double mallet. I don't even know what that means.
How much was that, the new one?
$98.
How much is Jack? Gentleman.
I think it was like 60, 70?
No, regular one's like 60.
No.
Yeah.
Let me Google. Price-wise, Gentleman Jack's in between the baseline and this. It has no relevance to the flavour of the whiskey.
No, I just kind of wanted to see where it's sat in regards to like pricing as well.
Yeah.
This is like double the price of the regular one. Smells like water. Smells like wood water.
I think that's what the gentleman's trying to
And banana, the banana's back.
Yeah.
The vengeance.
It's a different kind of sweetness though.
Completely different. It's musky, light, sugar dust kind of like sweetness. Whereas this is like, on the nose, like just a deeper, more
now it's
sickly.
Cherry.
That's what I mean. It's like, that's way more banana sweetness.
Very drinkable. Basically has no flavour in comparison to the
I like the
Bond.
flavour of this up front, and then it...
Yeah, so do I. And then it kind of...
weird.
Yeah. The bitterness throws me off. If the sweetness was on the palate...
Banana.
It's banana and then falls flat. The
Gentleman. It is. But yeah, this is like much more typical, nice cherry forward bourbon initially, and then it's weird. I don't know. It's like not genuinely.
The more I sip this,
particularly
the
enjoyable.
more I enjoy it.
The finish for me is really not nice. It's ruining it for me.
It's starting to get like a bit of a cherry mid palate, but then it finishes like really heavy peanuts, and I don't like peanuts, so it kind of throws me off.
I love peanuts. I just don't like the finish on this. It goes too weird and I don't know.
It's very
It's weird and burny in a way that's like not enjoyable. But like we love like 60% like Booker's. That's way more dry and way more burny.
But they also have a lot more flavour.
That's what I mean. This has got like a weird. I don't know. I don't dislike most of it. It's that finish that is really throwing me off, and it is kind of messing it up for me. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, to be honest.
Just more sweetness it needs in the palate.
Definitely needs more sweetness. Yeah, which is something I never thought I'd say about Jack Daniels.
No. Yeah. The nose is definitely more enjoyable than the palate on the Bonded.
It's more typical
bourbon, yeah. Which I don't normally get from Tennessee whiskey in general. Because it's Tennessee whiskey, isn't it? It's not even technically...
Bourbon, yeah. No, I don't think it is. I think it's whiskey.
Yeah, Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't hate it.
For the price, it's quite nice. It's interesting because it's different from the regular Jack.
Yeah, I'm glad we've got it, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if it's between this or, like, Russell's,
something else in
single
that
barrel
price
or whatever
range.
it is.
Yeah. Russell's a single barrel's cheaper than this.
That's what I mean. Like, it's like 80, 90, and it wipes the floor with this.
Yeah.
Like, it literally buries this 10 feet deep, like 6 feet deep.
Yeah.
Like,
10 feet deep.
Even deeper. It's that bad. Like, it just beats it that handily.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like, yeah, look, it's not bad, but, like, there are just better options for the price.
Yeah.
But if you're curious, you want to see what Jack Daniels is like in a bottled and bond version, which I was, and I'm glad that we have it, then it's definitely worth the purchase. I assume it's going to be substantially cheaper everywhere else, especially in America.
I imagine so.
So, yeah, it's definitely worth a try. I'd be interested to see what you guys think of it. Like, have you had positive responses from it, or has it been a little bit disappointing or a little bit weird? We're kind of in the middle.
Before we end it, old-fashioned, I reckon this would be amazing in.
Could be, yeah.
Just want to throw that out.
Could be. But yeah, so let us know down in the comments. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode of Everything Whiskey, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do, we'll see you next one.
Cheers.